Hi and welcome back to Olivia's Mindful Gardens and Plants. Today's little project, we are going to plant this little basket that I have with some fuchsias, and this will be hanging from somewhere in my garden or placed on the table arrangements and the fuchsias hanging over the edge. So to do this project, I had to find a pot that would fit comfortably in this basket. Now, of course, it's really difficult to find the perfect fit, but this is as close as I can get it. Now, of course, with fuchsias, the types that I'm going to use are trailing fuchsias, so they all hang over the edges, so hopefully you won't be able to see too much of the pot inside. So I've got a number of fuchsias here to show you. Now, ideally, you shouldn't put more than one fuchsia in a size pot like this. You might be able to squeeze two in. Now, if you're going to pack them into a small pot, you really do need to feed a lot more regularly and deadhead the spent flowers to keep it constantly giving you a lovely display over the summer. So we're going to have a quick look at the fuchsias that I have here. Now, I've been keeping these inside again, and that is purely because it's still just too cold to have the fuchsias outside. But having said that, I have left some of my fuchsias in pots outside, and because it's been slightly milder than usual here in London, they have sprung back to life, and I may show you some at the end of this video just to illustrate that. But these have come directly from a nursery, so you know that they've been in or undercover for a number of months, so it would not be wise to put these directly outside. So as I said, they've been in the house for a number of weeks, and of course they have already started to bloom. So I'll acclimatise these over the next coming weeks until we're into the double figures at night, or until I'm confident that they'll be okay. So fuchsias, they do like to grow in shade or part shade, so dappled shade, or in sun, but they don't like that intense sun, so you know, that midday heat constantly all day in the sun. They would prefer a little bit of a respite from the midday sun, so I would advise that these are kept in dappled shade or in the sun for part of the day, and they'll be a lot happier. Okay, so I think I'm going to definitely use this one because it's already in bloom, and I'll be able to trim these off. Now, the thing with fuchsias, the more you cut it, the more it comes back. So once these flowers are spent, I'll cut them down to about here, and they'll sprout again. So a really high performing plants, well worth the effort to grow these. They come in so many shapes, so many sizes, really beautiful flowers. I typically like the pinks and the light purples, but you can get them in stronger purples, deeper pinks, if you prefer. So I'm going to plant two in this pot. So I think this one, as you can see, I will just try and lift. You can get upright fuchsias. Now these ones grow straight up. These are for my pots, so I've kept them outside but covered. And then I've got other trailing fuchsias. This is like a lighter pink. I think that one's opening, really pretty. And this one, I believe, is like a white and a pink, and these have all budded up here. And again, I will find somewhere for them. I've got a number of pots for hanging. This one I've not grown before. It's only got two stems, so I'll probably prick them out to make them bushier. This one is a trailing blue mirage. There you go, that's what it's going to look like, and I think it should marry up beautifully with that one. So let's give it a go. Let's see how many I can get in this small pot. So again, I've just got multi-purpose compost, a little bit of perlite, not too much, just a little bit, again just for drainage. You're all going to get very fed up with me talking about perlite, because on a lot of my previous videos I do use perlite. It's just starting to become a little bit pot bound, so I just tease these out a little bit, just gently like that. Get some of the soil off, because you want some nice rich soil in there. I'll take some of that out. There we are. And then this one. So this one is really different. You can see that it's not got many roots. So this has probably been grown quite recently, have not been in the greenhouse for too long. So I will take as much of the soil out as possible and tuck that one in here. So I could probably get another really small one, but as I said, the temptation is to overload these, and as I said, you can put more in, but it's more feeding, more deadheading, a little bit more work for you. But if you've got that time, please do. So let's fill this up all the way around the rim with fresh compost, and then once I've done this, I will water it in really well with lots of water. The other thing that I will do is, obviously this is not meant to be for plants to grow in, this particular basket, but I like the look of it. It will probably rust over time. You can repaint these. It's got a thick wooden base, which again will start to deteriorate, but with a bit of care and attention, and probably once you finish growing plants, you can revitalize these pots, and paint them in any color you like. You can also just sand this down, maybe paint it inside just to protect the wood a little bit. Completely up to you. Don't be put off by using different things as a plant pot. There is no reason why not, as long as you know how you're going to keep that particular item fresh to use again and again, because it's good to reuse what you have. Okay, let's bang this down to make sure there are no air pockets. Fill it right up. So I will probably feed this maybe once a fortnight, maybe twice a week in high summer, just to keep them really lovely and fresh. So as I do my garden tours every month, you will see an update on all these fuchsias. There you go. That's the beautiful display, and as I said, I will cut these down a bit to encourage a bushier frame, because we need these all to spill over and it will absolutely look beautiful. Okay, so I'll just put this here and we will go outside and I'll show you the fuchsias that I have in my garden that I have not pulled up over the winter. You can dig them up over the winter and put them in pots. They die back completely, so they will look like they're dead, like twigs, but they will come back in the spring as perennials, but they are frost tender. So I will take you outside to have a look at those. So here is a little window box just outside my shed, and these were left over winter. They are trailing fuchsias. I will cut these stems off because they're not doing anything, and the new growth, so the flowers will always come back on new growth. So this one will have flowers, and that is coming from the same fuchsia as this one here. And then I have one at the back that's coming out as well, and then here I have another one here that needs cutting, but this is all fresh growth and it hasn't been protected over the winter. And there's another one just coming out here, and I've kept, there we are. This one is a fuchsia, aptly named Time After Time, so hopefully this will definitely be coming out this year. Here are some old baskets, and this plant here, that's a fuchsia. You can see I have cut that right down and the new growth is coming up now, and that's the same type of fuchsia. Lovely. So I will leave them in this old pot for now until I can find somewhere new to put them. Here's the finished fuchsia container. Over the coming weeks we will have a look to see how it's getting on. I'm sure it's going to be a beautiful arrangement. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope that you will join me on my future projects. Take care now. Bye.